Ndim Ndifon,
Yes.
right?
Ndum Ejo Ndifon.
Yes, Ndim Ejo Ndifon. You seem to be the man in the news today. The allegations are quite, weighty, and it is always important because I'm one of the people who will guillotine you if we find out that these facts are really. But I need to come to a place of establishing that. Okay, this is Doshima, right, from
Yes,
Benin.
that's Doshima. Yes,
Your
that's
wife,
Doshima.
Doshima, your wife and mother of your
Yes,
children, who
yes.
alleged today that she was beaten by her mother-in-law, which is your mother, and also there's the allegation of it's not the first time it happens. She suffered this domestic violence of some sort. Please, from the reports, she suffered this for some, violent cruelty, and with these videos making the rounds now, she was, beaten in front of the children. This violation or this abuse took place in front of the children. So tell me, what really happened? What happened? What happened? Let's start with this situation of today that got to, the social media, that got to netizens. What happened? By the way, my name is Diana Mary, yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Mary, and I'm truly grateful for creating this opportunity to hear from me.
Okay.
While we're on this, okay, I wanted to confirm that my phone is on Do Not Disturb so that no calls can call me.
All right.
While we're having this session. Yeah. So first, this started before now. We have been having issues ever since I married my wife. We have always had issues, one way or the other, but I have always tried to manage these issues. Now, these issues became heightened more in February 24 of this year, where for some weird reasons my wife went through my phones, and then she saw a picture of a naked lady and all that, and then she decided to go gaga with it. Now, it wasn't just about the fact that she saw the picture, it was the approach she took it. She decided to embarrass me. The first thing she did was she took that picture and showed it to my children. We both have children.
She showed the picture of the naked lady in your phone to the children.
Yes.
Okay.
She showed the picture to the children. She also used it as her display picture on her WhatsApp and then also posted it on her WhatsApp status. At least before then, I was able to capture. I have a screenshot which I'll share with you of the display picture on her WhatsApp.
Okay, I like that very much.
Yes. Neighbors came in after she had tried to drag me down. She became very destructive. She almost destroyed the cars with her tripod stand. I was the one who held her. She picked up a stone. She tried to destroy the things. She held on to me. I was putting on my inner singlet. She kept on holding and trying to drag me. Neighbors came in to intervene. When people tried to drag the issues in and tried to settle, she became very abusive. She started saying curses and throwing curses at me, saying that the land will reject my labor, started insulting me here and there. People were still trying to calm her down. The worst part of it was that at one point, she now picked up a scissors and threatened to use it on me. It was one of my neighbors who held on to her, but she kept on using that scissors to bang on the dining table. She also picked up my tablet and wanted to break, and my laptop I wanted to break. I made a statement in front of my neighbors that I hope I know that she can do it because she has done it before. I have my laptop here, which she has broken before. With that. So all that set put together, I realized that this was becoming too heated that even neighbors couldn't reconcile. So
this was in February. Yes.
Okay. This was February 24th.
How long have you people been married?
6 years.
6 years, okay.
Yes. Now, as if that was not all, I had to call my pastor to this. And I explained to my pastor, this is what it is. My pastor came to the house and spent over 5 hours trying to reconcile these issues. My pastor even knelt down before my wife to forgive me. Mind is not as if he caught me sleeping with someone and all that. This is an old picture on my phone. I don't delete things on my phone. I am in the NGO sector, so I know the power of documentation. So yes, I was careless for keeping some of those things there, even if I never paid attention to them. Time passed. My pastor, in order to amend things, collected my phone, deleted that lady's contact on my phone for peace to be. Mind you, my wife had already called this lady. She took the lady's number and already called the lady and threatened the lady. The lady already told her, the lady didn't keep, the lady kept quiet. And funny enough, the lady didn't even get back to me. It was 4 days later, the woman got back to me because I don't have a number again. It's been deleted. And she said, your wife did this, your wife did that, and you didn't bother calling me. He said, and she also went on to say, it is because of the respect I have for you that I've not taken this thing up, because I don't want to drag your integrity. I have so much respect for you. That, by the way. Fast forward down, much later, my neighbors were still able to now talk to my wife again after my pastor left. That was when she calmed down. Thinking that these issues have been resolved, apparently he bettered the new season of a new wave in my life, or in our lives. Fast forward down to March 10th, which was my birthday. I don't want to talk about other issues that have been happening. I'm just
Okay,
trying to
but I
measure
want to ask, before
Yes,
this
please.
time, it seems that this incident of February was the most heated you've had in the 6 years of your marriage.
Yes. No, I won't say this is not the most incident. This is the February issue is the biggest issue I have had in this accommodation because we stay in a rented apartment.
Okay. So the marriage has experienced some toxicity.
Yes.
No,
Exactly.
you know, as a couple, I beg your pardon, you're going to have
Yes.
issues, but you've had unusual issues. That's what I just want to know.
Yes, exactly. We have had issues in the past, honestly. We have had, and time with that number, I have always taken it to my pastors because as much as possible, besides my mother-in-law, who to a large extent visits and then tries to reconcile things, the best persons I feel I should reach out to when things are heightened is my pastors or my pastors.
Okay.
Because you know these things, if you start bringing in your family, you know, it won't end well.
Okay, so but now, let's come to the story now. You know, you said you don't bring in your family, but the allegation, what she alleges is that, you know, she alleged that your mother beat her. Did your mother beat her?
My mom didn't beat her. My mom didn't beat her. Actually, in all honesty, my mom slapped her after she pushed my mom.
Okay, she pushed your mom first.
Yes, there is a recording. I have the recording.
Okay.
I will send that to you.
Yes.
So I will send that to you. My mom was talking to her, and how my mom came into this picture, I don't know if you want me to continue here or you want me to just narrate the story so that there's a flow, you understand where this is happening.
Okay, yes, you can maybe establish what came to the point where your mother was having this conversation.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm going through all of this. So Wednesday, which is last week, 23rd. Sorry, let me check. I think it's 23rd.
Last week Wednesday. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Last week Wednesday.
Yes. My wife had reached out to me earlier on to say I should send her money for food, and I was at the moment I'm not working. I've been out of job for some time, and my wife does business. So I told her, please use 20,000 from your monies to get foodstuffs. We had foodstuffs already in the house. I just wanted to respect the fact that maybe she wants to do something different, or maybe buy some condiments or something special. I don't know. I told her, please use 20,000 from your monies, and I'll reimburse you within the week. There's a text message to that effect. My wife replied saying that money's from where, and then called back on phone to tell me that did I give her money to keep somewhere that I'm asking her for money? I ended the call because she was already raising her tempo in that manner, and it was almost time for me to go to church. I worship with the Brook Church, so I went to church, and my wife kept on calling because I already know how my wife reacts when these things happen. I didn't bother. My phone was on silent, and I was documenting my messages and all that. By the time I was done with church, she had already sent me some very slandering messages. 3 of those messages she had deleted, and I didn't bother. I just replied I was in church. That was all. I can share screenshots of my message with my wife to you. And I was going home. My mom called to tell me, just when I was leaving church, my mom called to tell me that she's in town because my mom is the executive secretary for Itun local government. And I called my wife to tell my wife that my mom is around. Let me go and see her. She came for a workshop at Huggies Hotel. So I went to see her, and then after seeing her, I didn't stay long. I went back home. When I got back home, despite the fact that I knew that my wife had already started her issues, I still went, and she was sitting on the dining table. I still went and hugged her just to embrace her. Okay, I've come in and all that. And then I sat down to ask for my food. That was when my wife started her issues. You will not do this. You will not do that. Blah, 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 blah. So many things she started, and the tempo kept on rising and rising and rising. Mind you, before Wednesday, last week, which was Easter, the Sunday of Easter, I was bathing the children. When my wife went to the parlor where my phone was charging, went through my messages and started deleting people's contacts from my phone and started blocking people's contacts on my WhatsApp. I didn't know of this until much later that day when I realized and I remember that people had sent me Easter messages. I remember that, but I was snooping through my phone and I couldn't see it. That was when I now became curious and now checked and I realized that she had blocked and deleted some people's contacts or messages from my phone. Is
it something she does often, like checking your phone? And
my wife has always in between checked my phone, and I've always warned her not to do that.
Okay.
It wasn't